Hello, and welcome to Saturday Science from the Public Libraries of Saginaw. My name is Michael, and how this works is, during the week this summer, you can pick up Saturday Science kits at Zauel Library in Saginaw Township, and then on Saturday, we'll post a video with instructions on our YouTube and Facebook pages. Just search for the Public Libraries of Saginaw on YouTube or Facebook, look for Saturday Science, and follow along with the instructions. In this program, we encourage kids to build, play, get messy, and explore the world around them with these simple science experiments. One last note is that we will have a limited supply of kits available. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Saturday Science. Today, we're going to be learning about an introduction to code, as in computer coding and programming. So today's kit was just some papers, and what you're going to do is each paper is going to be a little bit different. But for example, this sequencing paper, you are going to cut out the bottom here, all the up, down, left, and right arrows, and you're going to solve this problem. So what you want to do is get the bird to the watermelon. So you were going to place the up, down, left, right arrows in the solution box and tell the bird exactly how to get the watermelon. So I'll show you an online example of how this should work here. Let me share my screen. Okay, I'm here on code.org, and in a couple of weeks, maybe next week, we're going to do some online coding that's the same as what you're going to be doing on paper this week. But this is kind of how it's going to work. So as you see on the screen, we have a kind of map here. That's the problem we have to solve. And then in the workspace, this white portion in the center is where we're going to place our sequence of moves to solve the problem. So you're going to see the problem is that we need to get the scrap metal. And you're going to see our BB-8 character has to move forward 2 spaces to get the scrap metal. So just like on the paper, you're going to have to devise a solution and kind of give the problem a sequence of events to reach the end. So we know we already have our when run block. So that means when we hit the run button or just when we start to solve it, we already have one move right block. So we're going to drag another move right block down and snap it in and hit run. And we are successful. So let's just do one more of those, and that'll give you an idea of how to work with the paper. So now we need to make several different moves. We need to plan 2 events. So we know we have to move right 1 block, 2 blocks to reach the metal. And then from there, we're going to have to turn. Now you sort of have to place yourself in BB-8's shoes to orient yourself as to where you need to turn, because you have to move and turn. So we're going to do, from there, you're going to move down 2, I think. So we're here, we move down 2, we're gonna hit run and see if that makes sense. Yep, exactly. So all you're gonna do is sort of recreate that with the various papers we have. Now here's another one. So basically in this one, you have to write a script to move from the start to each piece. And the knight cannot cross the moat or the castle walls. So you're just going to draw in arrows to devise the solution to reach each area and the number of steps that the knight must make. Now on this one, you can basically create your own. So you're going to start with a blank map. And this is where you're going to cut out pieces from this piece of paper, put them on the map, and then kind of offer a challenge to your friends or to your parents, or if you have any brothers or sisters, and they will cut out and use the move forward, the turning left or right blocks to actually get and solve the problem that you put on here. So really simple one today, but I just wanted to introduce you to the idea of using logic to solve a problem. And that's just one of the basics of coding a program, is you have to devise a sequence of events to solve a problem. And in this case, it's to get to a certain place, to move a number of blocks, to get to the end, or to find the thing you're looking for. So play with those sheets that you have in your Saturday Science kits this week, and then upcoming weeks, we're actually going to do some a little bit harder online games to kind of build off of the knowledge of the logic that you're learning with these worksheets. And then we're going to actually do it online with some computer games. And so we're going to begin to kind of build your tool set to learn the logic behind coding and programming. All right, so that's all I have for you this week. It's a quick and simple one. And we'll see you next week. And we're going to dive a little bit further into coding. All right, thanks. We'll see you next week.